Chances are that stunning sandy beaches are not among the first images you conjure up when Texas is mentioned. Yet the Texas seaboard is huge, at almost 370 miles, the fourth longest of any state in the contiguous USA, and best of all, it is one almost continual inviting band of sand from tip to tail. The coast here is characterized by barrier islands, long thin strips of land that are not islands at all, being intermittently joined to the mainland, but with a cut-off feel that they often possess an island-like feel. As with other things in Texas, there is space and variety enough for everyone to find their own piece of beach paradise. Families will find neat, clean beaches with great facilities, whilst solitude lovers can encounter deserted strands without too much effort. Sea Rim State Park best for wildlife spotting. A theme develops as you become acquainted with the very best beaches in Texas. Many are tucked up close to its borders. Hard fast against the frontier with Louisiana, Sea Rim State Park is a 4,000-plus acre wetland with a 5.2-mile bend of sandy beach tacked on. In the main, this is one for the wildlife watchers, who love the rich bird life, as well as creatures such as the ghost crab, river otter and alligator that are to be espied here. The Gambuzia Nature Trail Boardwalk enables great sightings. Kayakers also relish the network of waterways back from the shore for paddling. But basic camping is available for a fee just back from the beach, attracting those who like emptiness to enjoy the broad, uncrowded sweep of Butterscotch Sands for a little longer. That's the limit of the facilities though. Beyond that, BYO. Crystal Beach, Bolivar Peninsula best for crabbing. The Bolivar Peninsula, a 27-mile-long hook of land outlined in sand, shields Galveston Bay from the Gulf of Mexico. It is a place where you could rock up at almost any spot along for some beach time, but the 7-mile stretch called Crystal Beach forms an especially fetching focal point. It is an unmanicured and wild-feeling buff-colored sandy expanse backed by a thin crest of dunes, where hermit crabs and migratory bird species outnumber beachgoers. It is incredible that, so close to busy Galveston, such an empty beach could exist. The peninsula is only connected to the big port by ferry, and land access is via a 35-mile-long road from Winnie, making this the domain of a few locals from the spread-out shoreside houses, plus those who like solitariness, and crabbing, of course. East Beach, Galveston best for beach parties. If you are coming to Galveston to party in the summer, then you may well end up at this, by far the most animated of Galveston Island beaches. East Beach holds this sprightly status because it is the only one where alcohol is permitted, with signs proudly proclaiming the fact and vendors selling the stuff. Frequent live music events, not to mention an annual sandcastle building competition, also happen here. But the sheer size of the hard-packed sandy swath is impressive in its own right, aside from the full gamut of amenities that make this one of the best-equipped beaches around. At the easternmost tip of the island, the views of Galveston Bay spilling out into the Gulf of Mexico, where sand meets sea and sky in a beautiful blur of gold and blue, are fantastic. Matagorda Island best for wild camping. To take a break from absolutely everything, roads, vehicles and all other signs of civilization save for a battered old lighthouse at the northern end, Matagorda Island should be where you make for. It is deservedly fabled amongst fanatics of the great outdoors. You must charter your own boat in Port O'Connor to get across and take everything you need, including drinking water and camping equipment if you wish to stay over. But the effort is so worthwhile. This is a pristine, unspoilt seaside paradise, flanked by the least crowded beaches in Texas. The wildlife billing includes bald eagles, whooping cranes, alligators, coyotes and white-tailed deer, and without the presence of many other humans you will likely get much closer to such creatures than elsewhere. And the soft, silvery stretches of sand run right down the island's 38-mile length. Get information, including permits for camping, at the park office in Bay City. Rockport Beach best for families. Do not let the name mislead you. There is nothing rocky or port-like about the charming beach at Rockport, enjoying a reputation as one of the cleanest sandy coastlines in the state. It was the first scoop of sand in Texas to achieve Blue Wave Beach designation, the USA equivalent of Blue Flag Beach status, and the immaculate yellow crescent of bay and gently shelving shallow water make it perhaps the best beach in Texas for families, and popular with all those that want to have a relaxed sunbathe or splash around. Facilities, from shady picnic areas to playgrounds, are very good. At 31 miles northeast of Corpus Christi, Rockport the city makes a vibrant beach backdrop. It is an artsy, cultured place replete with museums, galleries and seafood restaurants. San Jose Island best for fishing. Mustang Island lies between Corpus Christi Bay and the open ocean, and from Port Aransas at the northern corner you can take a spin by ferry across the ship channel to another of the state's peaceful sand-rimmed barrier islands. Never any more than 2 miles across, San Jose Island nevertheless extends to 21 miles in length and, with the next island up being the still wilder Matagorda Island, becomes less busy the further north you explore. It receives a smattering of visitors, most of whom are here for beachcombing or for some of Texas's finest fishing, but sports so much strand that you need not wander far to find your own special spot. Look for birds such as black-bellied whistling ducks, try landing a speckled trout or flounder, or browse the sands for an enchanting variety of shells. Padre Island National Seashore best for beach camping. Here is another of Texas's biggest in the world boasts. The Padre Island National Seashore is the planet's largest undeveloped barrier island. Not to be confused with the utterly contrasting South Padre Island, a big, boisterous spring break destination just to the south. This is a gangly teased-out piece of road-less, car-less, unpeopled paradise along which 65 miles of white sand and shell beaches await. Grassy dunes, tidal flats and one of only 6 hypersaline lagoons on Earth, Laguna Madre, complete a vigorously protected ecosystem frequented by the best of the Texas coast's fauna, including 360 bird species, coyotes and a show-stopping lineup of sea turtles such as the critically endangered Kemp's Ridley. Access, from Corpus Christi via Highway 358 and John F. Kennedy Memorial Causeway, is at the northern end. Camping, with permit, is permitted in 5 areas. Boca Chica Beach best for solitary walks. Welcome to the very end of the road. Framing the 10,000-acre-plus wilderness of scrub, lagoons and estuary that is Boca Chica State Park, Boca Chica Beach is an away-from-it-all slice of sand and dunes brushing the Rio Grande River mouth. Surreally, the SpaceX launch facility, a rocket production and testing facility, lies close by, but adventurers will still be over the moon arriving at this sandy nothingness. Apart from border city Brownsville, from where the 23-mile road out here begins, this is the most southerly point in Texas and utterly undeveloped once you pass SpaceX and hit the coast. The Kemp's Ridley turtle ventures ashore to nest in spring and summer, and the water lapping the shore is a clear, serene blue-green. Perhaps the best beach in Texas is the very last one before Mexico.